Welcome on board, episode 4, the fourth video in the series of my first ever ultra-luxury cruise on Silversea's Silver Dawn. Join us as we sail Transatlantic, crossing from Barbados to Lisbon. In this episode, I experience a traditional pub lunch, formal night when I dine at Atlantide, dinner and some music in Silver Note, Santa Cruz de la Palma, lunch at the grill, Otium Bathing experience, together with the Otium comfort food experience in suite dining, and death by chocolate. Wednesday 29th of March. I'm managing to find less and less to do each day, and I'm not bored at all. I've had to cut back on the eating and drinking somewhat. Today I managed only a large glass of orange juice before I went to my bridge tour and impressed the captain with my knowledge gained on other bridge tours. The officer of the watch is from the UK and went to maritime school in Scotland, so that met with my approval. There was time for champagne before luncheon today, which was a traditional pub lunch in Dolce vita bar. So much delicious food had been prepared, including a trifle which was as good as my mum makes. Unfortunately, it wasn't a sherry trifle. There was entertainment too, with singers and a band. The entertainment director, called Bruno from Brazil, came to speak to me and said if there was anything I need, just leave him a message with reception and he will arrange it for me. I have no idea what I may need that I can reasonably ask for, but this is the uniqueness of Silversea. Thank you, Chris. Cheers. Thank you.
This one is like a gin base. Gin base. Then we have sherry. Sherry, apricot jam.
They also left a survey in my suite a few days ago, saying if there was anything they could do to make my stay more enjoyable, to let them know, and they would do whatever they could to assist. I couldn't think of anything, so just used the form to thank 3 members of staff who have been absolutely amazing. They all have, but I limited myself to mentioning just 3. I visited my favourite bar again prior to and after dinner. On another guest's recommendation, I enjoyed this sherry. As you saw from the selfie just now, tonight is formal night. This means for ladies, it's cocktail dresses or pantsuits. For gentlemen, tuxedos, dinner jackets or dark suits and tie. You're currently viewing the formal night menu for Atlantide. Dinner was okay, but I should have asked for more lobster. I had a simple supper of etc. caviar with traditional condiments, egg white, egg yolk, sour cream, red onion, chives, homemade blini, foie gras de chez Rouge, terrine of rouge foie gras, coffee jelly, forest berry flavours and homemade brioche, black pepper, warm rock lobster. For dessert, I chose illy coffee and chocolate mousse trilogy, disappointingly not very flavoursome, and then apple and walnut sable, which was delicious. Today, I also went to the photography lecture with Mr. Ben Wilmore, See Like a Photographer, which was good, and we just have one more sea day until Las Palmas. Good morning and welcome to day 8, Thursday the 30th of March. Our last sea day before docking in Santa Cruz de la Palma, Canary Islands, Spain, around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Today I had breakfast in the main restaurant, granola with yoghurt and fresh fruit and some waffles. I attended a lecture, Why do you find me so gorgeous? I should be watching your eyes closely is all I'm going to say. This was followed by a talk on the excursions for the next 3 days. I managed to do some washing using a nice Miele washing machine and tumble dryer. You can choose your language for the touchscreen. Very impressive and intuitive to use. I had a buffet lunch and a few cocktails by the pool. A coffee whilst watching the wake afterwards, returning to my suite to partake in those tiny, glistening, black diamond beads that lie silky soft on the tongue, exuding a mysterious essence of deep, dark sea salt, with a vague patina of fishiness and the merest hint of earthiness. And canapes. A cocktail and gin mar, G&T, prior to supper in Silver Note. This is a jazz and blues affair with tapas-style dining. I had beehive, which is a small dish of saku tuna, Chilean sea bass, tiger prawns, veal tartare, asparagus tips, beef carpaccio, avocado puree, ricotta chili puree, scrambled eggs, caviar, and buttered lobster tail, which is Maine lobster tail, alalimi, samphire butter, sour cream, mashed potato, shizu crest, and a moulard duck, pink roasted duck maigre, slow roasted plums, balsamic maple syrup, blueberry gastrique, potato cream, and then sugar volcano, a chocolate caramel fudge molten cake with chantilly cream. Prior to retiring for the night, I left my room service breakfast order outside my suite. Good night. Good morning. Day 9, Friday the 31st of March. On one hand, 12 nights isn't long enough to sample everything on board. On the other hand, I think my body has had enough food to last several months and needs a rest. I awoke from my slumber early and saw we were near land. I gambled I had sufficient time for a shower before we got to the port. I lost. I came out of the shower just as we were coming alongside. My butler served breakfast in my suite. This is a tradition I have when it's a port day, as it means I can enjoy the sailing without missing anything, which could happen if I dined in the restaurant. Silversea's unique room service menu features several soufflés. I had one which was delicious, and I followed it with fresh fruit. We were joined in port by Oceania cruise ship Serena. After breakfast, I chilled until my historical stroll in Old Santa Cruz excursion. The all-inclusive nature of Silversea means excursions are included in your fare. My excursion started at 11:45 and is rated as difficulty extensive activity with a 2-hour duration. Disappointingly, it turned out to be only 50 minutes, as a lady on the first tour passed out due to the heat, so we skipped to church on a hill. The guide was desperate to get us to go into all the shops and restaurants where he knows the owners. So much more obvious than all the tours I've ever done, but with a get-out clause for him saying, "I'm not asking you to spend any money now, it would help us more if you came back for 1 or 2 weeks. But if you want souvenirs, my friend here sells the best cigars on the island. Let's watch as he demonstrates for you. He sells them at very reasonable prices, etc." The flowers on the old balconies were beautiful. After returning to the ship, I dined on the pool deck and had some deep fried camembert and nice cheese and bacon burger with fries and onion rings, followed by an ice cream sundae. I enjoyed a few drinks out on deck in the shade before returning to my suite for a bathing experience. My butler, Bakhtiar, prepared perfect temperature bath water, comfortable neck pillow and bespoke bath salts from the Otium menu. Add candles, low-level lighting, a delicious selection of delicacies to pamper the taste buds and music. Silversea have designed a superlative experience to soothe both body and mind. After a soak, Bakhtiar had left caviar and canapes. We cast off our lines and I headed to a bar for a few drinks before skipping a restaurant tonight to try the in-suite dining experience. Just a simple supper of foie gras burger, brioche sesame bun, berry compo truffle fries, hand-cut potato fries, truffle oil, fresh grated parmesan, cauliflower frites, tahini glazed, chips, puree, micro herbs, marinated crab meat cucumber roll, cilantro, lemon juice, sour cream, caviar, homemade spaghetti pasta, osetra caviar, butter, caviar and lobster in brioche roll, lemon mayonnaise, osetra caviar, amaretto custard, poached cherries, crispy meringues. I was very full afterwards, so I headed down to the Death by Chocolate event, purely for photographic purposes. Unfortunately, the crew weren't having any of that, and I left after a white night chocolate martini and a few chocolates. I've now retired to my suite, wondering if I'll ever feel hungry ever again. Tomorrow, I have Madeira tasting in Funchal. So join me as I venture on another included excursion of sightseeing and tasting the local wines. I'd really appreciate it if you would like this video, as well as follow my channel and subscribe to my video notifications. This shows YouTube my content may be relevant to show others who watch cruise vlogs. Thank you for watching. I wish you fair winds and following seas.